Welcome to ComSpark. My name is Mark Johnson, and I'll be your guest host today. With me today is Josette Reed, IT Director with the University of Cincinnati. Welcome to ComSpark, Josette.
Thank you so much.
It's good to have you here.
Very good to be here.
So as we get the interview started today, I'd like to find out, in the last 12 months, what was your greatest technology advance or accomplishment at the university?
So given the size and the scale of our institution, it's hard to pick one thing, but I'll name just a few.
Okay.
One of them is, just foundational work that has to happen in order to, create a smart campus, and that's our network refresh project.
Okay.
And so that's replacing all of the network and the wireless within our institution, which was a huge undertaking that was finished a few months ago, actually.
Great.
So that lays a foundation for what's needed for smart campuses, and so
And
that
that's
was
really
critical.
That's important to the University of Cincinnati,
That's
correct?
hugely
Yeah.
important to
It's
the
the digital
university.
transformation right
Absolutely.
in your midst, yes.
Exactly. Another one is the replacement of our learning management system. Obviously, given the fact that we are higher education, having a tool set for students to use that's robust and mobile-friendly and a scalable platform was important. And so we've transitioned from having Blackboard hosted in-house to running our LMS in the cloud using Canvas.
That's
So
a big move. That's a very big move for the university.
yeah, very important.
How's it gone so far?
So far, so good. I think the feedback on Canvas has been absolutely wonderful. And leveraging it via cloud is where we need to be
Yeah,
quite honest. And
absolutely.
so it was a much needed move, and it's paying off.
Mm-hmm. And what, did you have other initiatives or?
Yeah, I would say that in terms of accessibility, which I'm not sure how much that impacts other companies, but in higher education it's huge. Accessibility and ensuring that all of our systems and our websites and applications and things of that sort are compliant.
ADA compliant.
Yes, that is a huge undertaking. And so we've invested a lot of time and a lot of expertise and experience in that area. And we've completely revamped most of our websites. We're in the process of going through most of our applications and doing the same thing. And we're starting a new initiative to create an app that actually, creates accessible pathways for people with disabilities. So if you are in a wheelchair and you need to get from one side of campus to the other, what is the best path for you to take?
That's awesome. I'd
Yeah.
like to use that app for myself. Every time I visit the campus, I
Yeah.
get lost
It is
because it
huge.
is a complex place. But that is a big innovation to have pathways for accessibility so that people can navigate in the subset of pathways through the campus.
Absolutely. It's, as you know, it's a huge campus, and there's just so many different avenues to get from point A to point
So
B.
I understand you've been with the university for a number of years.
I have. I've been with UC almost 25 years.
Great. You don't look a day over
Good.
25. So 25 years at the university is a great accomplishment.
Yeah.
Josette, what would you say in terms of your ability to work with the various departments of the university to really understand their needs and requirements as they, compete in the upper in the academic landscape that you compete in? What's the secret sauce that you use or that the university uses to work collaboratively with the departments to figure out what's the best next technology moves you should be making?
It's a great question. I will start answering that by saying that we've been very lucky to have a CIO in Nelson Vincent who early on, instilled in us the importance of partnerships and collaborating and really listening, to our partners across the campus. And so we have a process by which we have formal SLAs with many of our partners. We also have informal agreements with other partners, but at the end of the day, we have a seat at the table. So we're there to listen to what the needs are, make recommendations, and then work together as a cross-functional team to pick the best solution.
And that's working pretty well then.
I think it is. I'm not going to say it's a panacea. You know as well as I do how challenging things can be. But I think we've been able to work through some really challenging items such as accessibility. The accessibility network would not exist without that strong partnership and collaboration.
Very interesting. Today I spent some time at the Cincinnati Public School District, and I was talking with their head of technology,
Yeah.
and she mentioned that over the last couple of years that the number of endpoints in their network have doubled. So they're really supporting laptop-enabled student population now,
Yeah.
as well as the faculty
Yep.
on campus. And I think obviously connectivity is a big issue for
Huge.
your university. As the university looks at the decade of the 20s, what we see that we face is really true digital transformation
Yeah.
en masse. By the time we get to 2030, the world will be completely different. What is the university's strategy for the long term to embrace the digital landscape and to create an institution that grows and remains relevant as the needs and the geographical population bases that you serve really does expand through digital transformation?
So the university, has a strategic plan called Next Lives Here that was implemented by our president, Pinto. And Next Live Here is all about transformation. And it's all about making sure that we're ready for the next stage. And it covers a few key areas, including academic excellence, innovation, and inclusion. And along those lines, we've worked diligently with our partners to create something called Bearcat Promise. Bearcat Promise is an initiative that focuses on what needs to occur to ensure that a student who comes in leaves with a diploma in one hand and a career plan in the other. And in order to support that, we have to have a very robust platform of services that allows students to access what they need for learning as well as just doing their day-to-day activities. And so Bearcat Promise is this new student portal that's mobile enabled, that has multiple layers, including a rich data lake that we're building out now, an API layer that allows us to interface with multiple systems, and then a single portal or gateway that students can use to access that information.
Wow, that's pretty forward thinking and exciting to hear happening here in Cincinnati. Josette, thank you so much for spending some time with CommSpark today. If our viewers would like more information about CommSpark or this interview, feel free to go to commspark.tech.